Hey, how's it going, guys? Egehan from the crew, playing some CW, back here again.
Hey, it's me. I'm actually post right now in editing, and I just wanted to say before we continue that this is the first video that I've actually tried editing this well. So please make sure to leave your feedback down in the comments below and tell me how I did. All right, back to you, Egehan.
Today we have kind of a different video. We have a video consisting of the hero cards. The hero cards in Adventure Time is a card, and these are the cards that you really want to, literally these are the cards that define what your deck is going to be about. These cards really add just a whole nother level of depth to the game, and today I'm going to be ranking them from best to worst, in my opinion. That's a big disclaimer, guys. This is in my opinion. So if you guys do disagree, make sure to tell me what you think in the comment section below. Maybe you can change my mind, who knows? But without further ado, let's get started. Okay, so in my opinion, the best hero card available in Card Wars as of right now. Oh, and by the way, guys, mind you that I am actually missing 4 hero cards. Because I don't have the doubles tourney, so I don't have Charlie, I don't have Grand Prix, I don't have Moniker, and I don't have the other Jake. I do have the Jake that comes in the hero pack, but the Jake in the doubles tourney does something different. So yeah, I'm actually missing the doubles tourney version of Jake. That's besides the point. We're gonna be leaving those cards out right now. So basically, Prismo. If you have no matching creatures, let's put up the brightness a little bit. If you have no matching landscapes, your creatures have +1 defense. This is the hero that I run. Very amazing card. Billy. I know some people are surprised, but the only reason I am putting Billy this high up is because Billy literally adds another way to win the game. This is the only other way, other than completely depleting your opponent's life, of winning the game. So if your opponent decks out, you win. Ice King. Ice King is a very, very aggro hero. Aggressive, very aggressive. Ice King says, the first time a creature you control attacks down an empty lane, during each of your turns, it has +1 attack. So this isn't just a one-time thing, guys. So very aggro, very aggro. Now, likewise, with Susan Strong, pay 1 action and destroy a creature you control. Very high price, but very decent payoff. Deal damage equal to its cost to each opposing creature. So if you have like a Lost Golem, that's like 3 actions. If you have something like maybe farmland, that counts as an extra landscape. Like you can just like finesse by using I was gonna say Cardboard Mansion, but then don't quote me on this, but Cardboard Mansion's a building, not a creature. It says the word creature right there. But yeah, very aggressive, just like Ice King. Now, Marceline, more of a late game kind of like mercy card. Like if your opponent really is like totally pooping on you, doing 5 damage to everyone, it gives you a little mercy by adding attack. Pretty good. I used to use Marceline a good amount, which is why it's decently high up on the deck. If I would have never used Marceline and I would have never known what it was capable of, just from reading its ability, it would have been a little lower. But I know what Marceline's about, so it's higher. Gunter. Creatures you control on landscapes with frozen tokens have +1 attack. This is very good because you can use this in flip freeze decks like my little brother uses. You can use this in all ice decks. You can actually even use this. I was thinking about it the other day. You can use this in probably like a 2 useless 2 ice deck because you can be freezing your own landscapes and then you can just be gaining attack. You can just even You can even play like 2 useless, 1 core, and 1 ice, and you can have like an Immortal Maze Walker gunked up. So pretty good, pretty good. Also Pirate Bear and Immortal Maze Walker gunked up. Magic Man. When you play a card with a cost exactly 2, deal 2 damage to a creature an opponent controls. Pretty aggro deck. You're going to have to be running a pretty high price deck. So if you are just making your deck and you just happen to realize that your deck is running a really high price, just go ahead and run some Magic Man. It'll pay off. Here we go. Cosmic Owl. Pay 1 action. Look at the top 4 cards of your deck and rearrange them. This is a big tactical card right here. Big tactical ability. Super good for if you are playing a really high tactical, really high strategy deck, kind of like Scott. Scott, he runs a high combo count in his deck. He's got a lot of combos that he needs to, interlock between each other and cycle. So if he's really trying to, cycle through these useless cards that he doesn't really need, like the filler cards in his deck, and he needs to get his combos going, Cosmic Owl is really good for that. Cake. Each time a building enters play under your control, heal 2 damage from each creature you control with the building on its landscape. This card is really mediocre. I would have put it lower in the pile, but then I gave it a little thought. And if you're playing like a 4-corn deck that's high building count and high floop count, basically, you have a lot of buildings and you floop a lot of creatures, this can be really good. Because if you're constantly flooping, you're not attacking back. So your creatures are building up damage, and you're trying to support them using buildings. So the Cake ability can really help you out there. Now, Jake. Creatures on face-down landscapes you control have +2 attack. I'll just zoom in for Jake right there. Now, this is a pretty okay card. I know my little brother uses this in the Flip Freeze he has. But yeah, this is okay. It's kind of a risky ability because you're going to need to be flipping down your own landscapes. But if you know how to play it, and you could be chilling. BMO. I'll zoom in on the ability there while I talk about it. This is really not a good hero. This is I don't really like the trade-off that BMO offers. Discard a whole card from your hand just to deal 1 damage to a target creature. Honestly, I could put this card lower, but the card could be a lifesaver really late game. If you really just need to get like a sandwich out of the way, or you need to get like a wall out of the way, like Wall of Ears, Wall of Sands, you really need to get it out of the way so you can start doing high damage. It could save you. But other than that, really, really disappointing trade-off. LSP. The first time you replace a creature on your turn, draw a card. Now, LSP is really good for a kind of like the deck that came with Fiona. Fiona's pre-made deck that comes in the collector's pack, the deck that's all about swapping and swapping cards and moving them around. LSP can be used pretty good for this. The reason it's so low on my pile is because I literally hate deck tactics that include movement, kind of like the Fiona deck. I really don't know how to use them great, which makes me horrible with them, which makes me dislike them to an extent. So LSP, decently low on my pile. Ricardo. I really don't see the big purpose about this card. Once during each of your turns, you may pay 1 HP. If you do, reveal the card of your deck, top card of your deck, you may discard it. I mean, seriously, you're going to pay 1 HP just to see the card you're going to get next turn a little early. You can discard it, but it's only 1 card. You're only going to get 1 card closer to the one that you want, all for a whole HP. This card, super useless. Honestly, should be lower in my pile. I don't know why it isn't. Not going to lie. We'll put this over there for now. Lady Rainicorn. If you return 2 or more creatures to your hand from your play or discard pile during your turn, heal 2 HP. Now, the reason I didn't put Lady Rainicorn dead last is because you have 2 Raise the Deads, and you just drop both of the Raise the Deads, and you really need to bring back those creatures. Lady Rainicorn is just a little quick freebie. You know, you heal 2 HP, why not? So yeah, Lady Rainicorn. Fiona. While you control only 1 landscape type, your rainbow creatures have +1 attack. This card, it's a pretty stale card. It's the reason I don't like it that much is because it's too simple. If you only have 1 landscape type, you're gonna want to minimalize the amount of rainbow cards you use and really focus on your combos and, you know, your high action cards. You know, if you're gonna use 4 of the same landscape, then you might as well play a very high price deck. So I wouldn't be going for too many rainbow cards. Abracadaniel. I know Scott used Abracadaniel for a pretty long period of time, but I personally, it's okay. There's only one exception to Abracadaniel, and that is a Paratrooper deck. Like an all-rainbow Paratrooper deck where your main focus is Paratrooper combos, like really high defense, really high strategy. Abracadaniel can be used pretty good. Tree Trunks. I literally hate this card. I think this would be the good point to put Ricardo in, right between Abracadaniel and Tree Trunks. There we go. Tree Trunks. What the fuck, Cryptozoic? Like, what is this, man? I mean, once during each of your turns, you may discard a card with Pi in its name to gain an action. Seriously, there's like 3 cards with the name Pi in them. 2 of them are Nice Land, like the apple Pyclops and the normal Pyclops, and then there's a blueberry Pyclops, but that's literally blue plains. So, I mean that's so useless. Get out of here. PB. Once per turn, you may deal 1 damage to one of your creatures. Whoopsie. You may deal damage to one of your creatures. That creature has +1 attack this turn. Maybe if it was +2 attack, better trade-off. +1 attack, kind of stale. Finn. Creatures you control with no damage on them have Floop. Deal 1 damage to a target creature. You literally, you basically, you Floop your creature, right? So that creature can attack this turn, but your creature does 1 damage. So that's literally a loss for your creature if your creature actually normally does more than 1 damage. I mean, it's completely useless. It's literally useless unless you are running like a full rainbow deck where like all of your creatures literally have no attack. I literally don't understand the strategic purpose. I'm sorry, but my whole kitchen is coming down right now. Holy crap, I don't even know what the hell's going on. On to the bottom of the stack. At the start of your fight phase, if you have 1 or more empty lanes, gain an HP. I don't really like the use of Lemon Grab because honestly, I'm not trying to keep my lanes empty just to have 1 HP plus. I can honestly just use like a Rainbow Ibat or probably like an orange slimy, or not an orange slimy, I'm sorry, a strawberry slimy, like something so much more useful than Lemon Grab. And in my opinion, the worst hero card available in Card Wars right now, mind you, disregarding the 4 from the doubles tourney, Huntress Wizard. At the start of the game, choose a word with 3 or more letters. Whenever you play a card with that word in its name, deal 1 damage to target creature and opponent controls. Now, this card is a pretty fun card, but it could be better. At the start of the game, choose a word with 3 or more letters, and then if they changed it to whenever you play a card with that word in its name, that card has maybe +1 attack or +2 attack. Not deal 1 damage. That's just stale. I can just deal 1 damage without using the card. I mean, come on, Cryptozoic. You guys can do better. All right, I hope you guys enjoyed the ranking of the hero cards, and if you guys agree, leave a like. If you guys disagree, leave a like, but you guys can still tell me your suggestions down in the comments. What do you disagree on? What do you like that I did? What do you agree on? And you guys can leave some more suggestions for different style videos like this one, like in the comments below. So thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you guys later.